I've watched over 1,000 self-improvement videos, and my life didn't change. And it took me a long time to understand why. Stay with me for a few minutes. This could save you a lot of time. 1. The illusion of progress. I used to think I was someone who was constantly learning. Every day, I'd spend hours watching videos about discipline, habits, making money, productivity, all the things that are supposed to change your life. I saved videos, opened tab after tab, telling myself, I'll come back to this later. I subscribed to more channels than I could keep up with, and every single one of them made me feel like I was getting closer to becoming a better version of myself. Every time I finished a video, I felt good. I'd nod along, thinking, yeah, that makes sense. It felt like I was growing, like I was improving. But time passed, and nothing actually changed. I was still procrastinating, still stuck, still not doing the things I said I would do. And the worst part? I didn't even realize there was a problem, because I felt like I was making progress. 2. The dangerous confusion. It took me a while to see it clearly, but I was stuck in a very dangerous illusion. I was confusing watching with learning. Every time I watched a good video, my brain rewarded me. It gave me this small hit of satisfaction, like I had just taken a step forward, like I had figured something out. But understanding something is not the same as being able to do it, and doing is the only thing that actually creates results. My brain didn't care, though. It just knew that watching something useful felt good, so it kept pushing me to watch more. And I kept telling myself I was learning, when in reality, I was just consuming. 3. The algorithm trap. At some point, I realized something else. The internet isn't really designed to make you better. It's designed to keep you there. The algorithm doesn't care if you become successful. It doesn't care if you master a skill. It only cares about one thing: keeping your attention. I'd open YouTube with a clear goal in mind. I'd say, okay, today I'm going to learn this one thing. But within minutes, I'd be pulled into something else. One video leads to another, then something completely unrelated. I'd start with learning a skill and end up watching Top 10 Ways to Become a Millionaire or some random motivational speech. I never left my chair. But mentally, I was everywhere. 4. The fake learning loop. And without realizing it, I got stuck in a loop. Watch, feel, productive, do nothing, repeat. I started to believe that if I just watched enough, eventually it would click. Eventually, I'd become better. But that's not how it works. You can watch 1,000 videos about swimming and still drown the moment you hit the water. You can watch hundreds of videos about communication and still stay silent when it matters. You can watch endless content about making money and still have 0 results, because watching is not doing, and without action, nothing changes. 5. Addicted to the feeling. The reason I stayed stuck for so long is because it didn't feel like I was wasting time. In fact, it felt like the opposite. I felt productive. I wasn't addicted to learning. I was addicted to the feeling of learning. Every video gave me a little bit of motivation, a little bit of clarity, a little bit of hope, but it never lasted. So I kept chasing it, video after video. I wasn't looking for knowledge anymore. I was looking for a feeling, and the algorithm, it knows exactly how to feed that. 6. The consequences. After a while, something started to feel off. My mind was full, but my life was empty. I knew a lot of things, but I couldn't actually do anything with them. And slowly, I started to doubt myself. Maybe I'm not disciplined enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe this just isn't for me. But that wasn't the truth. The truth was, I never really started. 7. The hard truth. No one told me this early enough. You don't need more information. You need more action. I didn't need another video. I didn't need another perfect system. I needed to take one small step and actually do something, because everything I needed, I already knew. I just wasn't using it. 8. The shift. So, I made one simple rule. Watch one, do one. If I watched something, I had to apply it immediately, even if it was small. even if it wasn't perfect. If I watched a video about writing, I wrote something. If I watched a video about focus, I turned off distractions and worked for 30 minutes. If I learned something new, I tried it right away. I closed most of my tabs. I stopped jumping between ideas. I focused on one thing at a time. And instead of asking, what should I watch next? I started asking, what should I do next? 9. Real progress. At first, it was uncomfortable. There was no instant dopamine, no constant excitement, just confusion, mistakes, slow progress. But then something changed. I started remembering what I did. I started improving, not because I knew more, but because I practiced more. One small action taught me more than 10 videos ever could. And for the first time, I didn't just feel motivated. I felt progress. I watched over 1,000 videos. I had 500 tabs open, and I got 0 results. Not because I was lazy, not because I wasn't smart enough, but because I confused watching with learning. So next time you open YouTube, don't ask how many videos you can watch. Ask yourself, what are you actually going to do? Because at the end of the day, it's not what you watch that changes your life. It's what you do.